Guys, I'm Ritu and today we're going to be creating this look. The theme is going to be soft pinks and browns. So we're going to work on that. I'm also going to be using some of the new products that I've gotten. So we will start with the eyes, and I wanted to use some glitter because I've been doing a lot of matte looks, and if you know me, I can't live without glitter. I need to have some glitter on my eyes. Every time I do a only matte look, it pains me. Okay, so I've taken out a few options from my collection for eyeshadows. This is the OG Revolution palette. I really like the tones in it. These tones are slightly on the warmer side than the Master Icon. This is the True Icon. This is the True Icon palette. And so it has really nice mattes. You can see these are slightly pink leaning. Yeah, these mattes are slightly pink leaning compared to the other one. Should I show you? It's very like neutral, and this is slightly warm and pink. I also love the cream formula that they have in here. It gives you a lot of work time. Then another new palette that I have is this ABH palette. This is the Spice palette. This is also a warm to neutral pink leaning palette. Very similar, slightly similar. The eyeshadow palette, I think it's the tones are really nice of the mattes. This is the Simply Nam Dawn to Dusk palette. This was gifted to me by the brand, and I also tried their previous version. So the previous palette was huge. They had this like the pans were this big in that palette, but still it was an amazing formula. I really like how compact this new version is as well. Ones. I usually don't get ready when there is a festival because after cooking and everything, I do not have any energy left to get dressed, or like I don't like wearing makeup in a normal situation unless like I'm going to a wedding or something. I don't want to be bothered putting on makeup and then removing it, so I just change my clothes and call it a day. Let's start with this first. I'll go in with this eyeshadow in the crease. This Simply Nam blending brush. Rosenman Beauty E29. Taking it in the brow, in this area, this eye socket, this bone here. And always going here at the end to have some lift. I'm going to build some depth with this shade, this one, this. I want it to be deeper, so I'm going to go in with the next shade, and I'm going to pack that by tapping it, and then I'm going to take the other side. I'm going to turn my brush around, like this has eyeshadow on it, and I'm going to turn it around so it doesn't have any eyeshadow, and then I'm going to tap and blend. This way you don't have to change your brushes in mid blend. And with whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to build it right here. I put that eyeshadow in a diagonal motion so that it kind of like goes up. and then going back in with the blending brush without anything on it and trying to clean up any edges. And I want this to be a extremely simple look. I don't want to do much. I just want to have medium depth. I don't want too much depth. So for kajal, I'll go in with this Maybelline Tattoo Studio in. These are gel liners, but they have a very nice blending time. But when you put them on top of a eye primer, then you get a significantly less blending time. So you have to be slightly fast. And I'm trying to wing it out. I just want a shadow, so I just try to wing it out in the direction of my lower lash line. And open and check. So we have a very subtle depth. We'll come back to it after we've applied the shimmer so that we can re-emphasize whatever we have done. And then I'm going to take the same brush and pick up the darkest brown from this palette. So picking up the darkest eyeshadow and smoke, trying to set and smoke the wing. This has a green to pink shift actually. It's like a duochrome actually, but it is not very light. It went very pink on the skin and I really like it, but I like these are not as shimmery as I expected them to be. I'm going to tap them out with my finger. Rubbing shimmers with your finger kind of makes them slightly more opaque and really brings out the glitter. And now we are going to go in with this because I think we need a little more impact. 02, and I'm just going to pick these up, and it's not okay, it is picking up. I'm going to use this one Star Whale to add more shimmer because I'm not like I want it to sparkle more. Like this is go in with the first shimmer I used and layer it. And now everything is pink. I'm just going to blend this gently so that I don't cause a lot of fallout. Now we are going back in with our kajal. So I'm just going to line this back on top with this. I will, but just very near the lash line. Set that, and I put it all over. So I'll just go in with this brush and blend out the edges. Edges are our enemy. We don't want any edges ever. So I'll just re-emphasize whatever we did here. Place it first and then blend. And if I was actually doing this makeup to wear it out, this is the stage where I would put down a gripping primer or an oil controlling primer. This is the latest thing we have, color corrector from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't have a lot of dark circles per se, but I just have like blueness and veins and sleep deprived under eyes. I'm just placing this wherever I have the blueness, not necessarily under the whole under eye area. See, like it's a very creamy kind of a formula, so might just be good for avoiding creasing. Like might just be good for looking hydrated, not creasing. And I'm going to color correct this area as well. Let's shake this foundation. Always shake your makeup. Take some on my palette. यार, why don't they make a pump? इतना पैसा लेते हो and you don't even have a pump. And I know you can buy it, but like for the price you can just add it. Chindi chor. This one, yeah, I'm going to pick it up with this. The skincare is dry. I'm going to thin it out. To go in with the dense brush to blend it out. I think this is a super full coverage heavy wear kind of a foundation, so it's very easy to go overboard with it. So I think this way is, I think you can, this way you can control the application, and this is with the foundation and this is without the foundation. I apply from the center to outwards because this is where I have the most redness. So this is ideally where I would actually need coverage. And since we didn't go in with the concealer underneath, I want to use this foundation to work for coverage because I added a corrector underneath. So let's see if it can actually work like that. And I will only add foundation till here because this area is darker, and when I add this foundation there it will start looking gray, so we'll just avoid that by not adding any. This is how it looks. Let's bronze our face. Today I'm going to use this one from ELF. This is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, which is a dupe of the Rare Beauty one that I used in my previous video. Only difference being that this one sets down faster and is slightly less serumy than the Rare Beauty one. And this is the one that I bought first. I bought the Rare Beauty one after buying this. Placing here on the outskirts on top of my cheekbone, and then bringing it down and on my jaw. I have a very long forehead, that's why I like to bronze it. So if your forehead is not as long, you don't have to bronze it. And whatever is left on the nose, I'm going to pinch the brush like this so that I don't have to go in with another brush. The amount of foundation I took out, I only used half of it, so half of it is left and is now a waste. So use less than you think. I think like for the amount of foundation I took, it evened out my face really nicely. And today I wanted to use this one, the NARS concealer. I remember it looking extremely heavy on my under eyes, but a lot of people really like to use it for the under eyes, and I stopped doing that for a while because, again, as I said, it looked really heavy, but at the same time it is full coverage and it looks really nice. So I want to give it another shot. This is the shade Ginger. So I will pick it on the brush, I think. This is the PAC T06 and the brush has been evenly coated and we have a corrector underneath. So I think this formula you can add the MAC lip gloss and it will look slightly more dewy and still be as long lasting. I really like the hack in that last video, and I only picked that much amount, and I've been able to spread it on like my I've been able to apply it on both of my under eyes. And I'm going to spread whatever I have left on the center of my face before going to blend that out. I forgot to apply my blush. I usually put my concealer after I do my blush. I forgot actually. Now I'm going to wipe out my brush on this so that I don't add any more product when I blend this out. I picked up this because I wanted to pick out things that are long lasting from my collection, and this is their long lasting formula. I also have the NARS soft matte foundation, but I can never get it to work and it looks horrible on me. And I'm going to take it here so I can soften this edge. I don't like the harsh edge, so like go with your concealer brush on the eyeshadow demarcation, and that way you'll have a blended edge again. I think it's going to look extremely heavy after I put down the after I set it with the Huda Beauty powder, but it's looking nice till now. I got this shade in the Patrick Ta, the shade that Kelsey Bain actually used. I used out of office in that video, but she goes to the gym and they have a mini for it now. And this costs as much as like the whole full size used to cost like back when I got my first Patrick Ta blush, which is insane. And I wanted to try this out because we are going in with this pink and this is a beautiful mauve shade. So let's go in with this. Back to our... So I'm going to put the cream first and then I'll go on. For the longest time I didn't use my Patrick Ta blushes, but now that I'm back to using them, they are all I want to use. They are so good actually. And we're going to go in with the classic blush application, Apples. Trying to be very light-handed, otherwise my foundation is going to lift. And I want to take the blush only till here. I don't want to take it too far back. Foundation brush. Let's see, we'll try to... Let's set our faces. Huda Beauty Peach Cupcake on the powder puff. Blend out any lines that your concealer might have first. Now let's add bronzer and then we'll add powder blush. Morphe S200. And I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, shade medium. This is like my oldest bronzer. And it's such a perfect neutral tone when you don't want to warm up your face too much. It's extremely, extremely nice. Like it bronzes, but it doesn't make you look like a orange Oompa Loompa. Let's finish our under eyes first and then we'll add the blush. I forgot about the Morphe shadow. So I want to use that shadow underneath, and since this is a cream and a long lasting cream, if we add it here in our waterline, it's not going to crease as much as a kajal. So let's see how that works out. I'm going in with this pack 202. Maybe I can even go in with a smaller brush, but let's start with this. I think the tone is too neutral and it's not very visible, so we'll just go in with the powder shadows. Much better. And I'm not worried, I will smoke it out. I don't usually take my shadow down this much, but it'll look really nice with the full glam festive kind of a look. Like, I used these two for the first one, and now I'm going in with this on the pack 202. Now we're going to apply kajal in the waterline. And if you have a shimmery brown kajal, I think this would be a good place to apply the shimmery brown as well. I don't have one. Same old. Morphe A22 going in with the same one. I think the powder is slightly more, like the powder is warmer and lighter than the cream, so I think it'll mix really nicely. Like, if you are going for a long lasting look, putting down a lip stain will actually like always be helpful to make your lip combo last longer. This is the Huda Beauty Soft Nude. I don't like putting down a very dark lip stain because then that is going to make my lip combo look darker, and I don't like that. And with the Huda Beauty ones, if you want to blend them out immediately. Don't wait, otherwise they'll set. Then I finally found this lip liner. I could actually swatch it in store, so I got it. This is the shade from Kryolan in Earthy Crush, and it's the most beautiful pinkish brown shade ever. And these are long lasting, so they set. I want to try out this M.A.C luster glass in the shade Hug Me. It's a very nice nudish kind of a pink sheer. And I want to try these lip blurs, the dupe that I found for the Violet FR Plume lips. With this lip liner, it looks like a muted pinkish brown on me, and really I think I I love how it looks because it's looking slightly lighter than the whole face, so it's balancing out the face. And that is going to be our combo. Not going to try these right now. I'm going to go in with the blush brush again, and I'm going to take this pink highlight from the Dior palette, and I'm going to apply it like all over the cheek. I've been seeing this metallic blush trend a lot, and I wanted to try it. And some days I actually like how it looks. I think I'll go in with this golden highlight today. And this is the finished look, guys. If anything I would want to fix at this stage is I will go in with the setting spray to melt down all of these powders, and I think I went slightly overboard with the highlight, but it's okay. uh, Trial and error. And I never applied too much, like I never applied this much blush. Actually, I would never apply this much blush. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like or a thumbs up, or leave a comment of what you would want to see. I want to film a recommendations video of things that I would actually recommend for you, but I will have to sit down and think about what I want to recommend, so that will take me some time. That's why I filmed a makeup tutorial today, and this is my take on festive makeup. So hope you guys like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.